So I wanted to do something a little different in this video, and I want to go over the best dropshipping products that are out there. And not only the best dropshipping products that are out there, I want to show you 6 dropshipping products I have personally sold from 2 different suppliers, and I'm going to show you each of these products here on my screen, and then I'm actually going to show you a couple of them where I'm going to show you the product we drop shipped and where it is on Amazon, and you can see the price difference and see it's being drop shipped. Now, before I share with you these 6 products, I do just want to go over generally good criteria to look for when drop shipping products, and you'll see that this hits all these criteria. So the first one is we want something that's generic. I don't want to be drop shipping like generic slash people don't necessarily know the price of it. So for example, I'm not going to drop ship an iPhone, because it's an electronic and I don't really drop ship electronics, but it's people like generally know the price of an iPhone. That's kind of a popular thing. Like Nike shoes. People kind of, not everyone knows the price of it, but you know, it'd be pretty easy to go look online and find the price of it. I guess you kind of could with anything, but we don't want something where it's like people kind of know the price of it. Like, because we're usually going to be listing it for a little bit more than the price. So we don't want like, it doesn't mean it doesn't have to be, it can be popular, but not like name brand stuff, which generally if we're drop shipping on Amazon, we're not going to use anyway, but like Nike shoes, you know, iPhones, tablets, stuff like that. Stuff that's like you'll see with the examples, they're kind of like generic. Number 2 is I don't drop ship computer or electronic stuff. One of the reasons is there can be more issues getting these drop shipped. Like there's a higher chance that these could get rejected. So I don't drop ship these. Also, it's you know, it's some people could possibly want to return these more. So I just don't like to do computers, electronics, TVs, things like that. A good thing to do is stuff that people buy for the house or home improvement. Stuff for like the kitchen is real good. Kitchen category in general is very, very good. Outside, like, outside patio sets, outside grills, outside tools for the garden. All things like that are good. Stuff for the bedroom. Stuff for the bedroom is very good as well. Whether it's like a spring mattress or, a nightstand or something like that. Bedroom stuff is good. We also don't want stuff that's super big or super bulky. So like a 12-person couch, that would be too big. I wouldn't want to do that. Now, the reason I don't like to drop ship super big items is because if it's a really big item like this, or maybe it's like, I don't know. If the item's too big, sometimes FedEx or UPS, they can't deliver it. So they got to outsource it to another company. I've had this where we've sold like a bunch of a product from Home Depot, and it was like a pretty bulky shipment. And like FedEx or UPS, I guess they could have delivered it, but it was like, I don't know, they didn't deliver it. And they outsourced it to like a third party. And the third party wanted to call to set up a time to deliver the item. It was like a lot of stuff, and it was like its own separate shipment. Like it was gonna take up pretty much the whole space in the truck, and the customer had to be home, and they had to arrange a time for the customer to be home. And I just don't want to deal with all that stuff. I want it where it can generally fit in a package. It can get dropped off in front of the customer's house without issue, and that's that. Now, that doesn't mean I won't sell like some bigger items. I will, but there's kind of like a limit, and I kind of always have this awareness in the back of my head. And the other thing this does is, because I'm usually thinking about the future, this helps out with returns. If that example I gave where it was like a big, bulky, weird-shaped item, or it was actually a bunch of items, but they ordered just so many of them, and it was like, because it was hard to deliver, imagine if they wanted to return it. What a pain would that be? It wouldn't like I'd be able to get a return label for them, send it to them, and they could just take the item, throw it in the back of their car, drop it off at FedEx, and be good to go. We would have to set up a time with the return company. And generally for these bigger items, the return company wants to call and make sure the customer's home. And they got to coordinate it with the customer. And especially if you're selling on Amazon or like in the United States, a lot of times people want convenience, and this can, even though you would think that, all right, we're just setting it up for the customer to return, a lot of times it kind of aggravates the customer. And it's like, sometimes that in of itself, especially if you're selling on Amazon, the customer could get frustrated. They don't want to wait for them to be home. They don't want to have to wait around for the shipping company to call. It's not like they're just sitting on their couch waiting for the they've got a bunch of other stuff going on. You know, their phone was on silent, their phone was dead, they missed the shipping company's call that was going to go pick up the item, you got to reset up the call. Customer gets mad, contacts Amazon, they do an AZ claim, the customer of course wins, and then you lose all the money and you don't get returned. So that's the kind of stuff that we're avoiding. So let me just share with you guys, I'd like to share with you guys 6 different items that I sold. One of them was this item. This is straight from Walmart. We sold this item, and I believe it was a, let me see if I can pull it up on this other sheet. It was a, I believe it was a 6-pack. So let me just find it for you guys. So here's the item right here. So this item right here, this is Ollie and vitamin powder. I'm not really sure what it is, but see, items like this, so they bought 8 of these. So basically, if someone bought this one right here, these are people drop shipping it. You can go right here. These people, all these people are drop shipping it. I've sold a bunch of these. So if you go here and someone buys this item, you just go to Walmart and you add 8 of these to the cart, and then you process the order and you get the item and make money with it, and everything's good. But you see, this is like, you know, if you want to see a picture of it, let's see if there's a picture of it. This is like an easy to deliver item. You can put 8 of these in a box very easily. You can deliver it to the customer. You know, if the customer lives in an apartment complex, there's not going to be an issue getting it up the stairs because it's big and bulky or anything like that. It's, you know, this comes in like a bottle. It's convenient. Here's another thing we sold. I've sold a lot of these. This is something for the kitchen. You'll see it's kind of generic, right? A set like this, guys, like a knife set, people generally don't know the price of this. This could sell for like, you know, $20, or this could sell for $80. It's like a knife set. You don't really know, so it meets that criteria. It's easy to be delivered, right? I mean, this is just going to fit in a box. You're going to fit this in a box. You're going to ship it to the customer. You're going to drop it off. The customer is going to get the item. If they want to return the item, you're going to get a prepaid shipping label. So, you know, here's like a picture of it. You know, it's a very easy, it's a good item, right? It's a good item. You don't really know what this would cost. It's very good. Here's another one. This is an item from Home Depot. Home Depot items tend to be more like contractors are buying them, people that are kind of doing it, do-it-yourself items. There are like kind of stuff that, you know, I guess, I don't know. I guess it would be for like, you know, Walmart does have items like one of the things they have is they have like a thing that will hold your watches. But generally, it's kind of like do-it-yourself. But this item, even though it's do-it-yourself, it meets the criteria. So it looks like this item right here is one of those things right here. It fits over, it's for like the attic thing right here. So again, this item, guys, you see it's a vent. All right, it's a weather-resistant vent. But again, you can put this in a box. You can ship it right to the customer. If the customer doesn't want it, you can get a prepaid return label from Home Depot. You know, you're going to be able to return it easily. They'll just throw it in a box. It's not super fragile either. That's another thing. I generally wouldn't want to like ship like a chandelier that's made of all glass. This is kind of sturdy, right? If this isn't packaged that well and FedEx is delivering this item and they throw the package on the customer's ground and they're kind of banging the packages together, this item generally is not going to break, right? If you need to return it, the customer could just throw it in a return box. They don't have to package it really well. it's not really going to break on the way back. You know, it's the same thing with like this thing, right? This is kind of heavy duty. Now this right here, this could be a little bit, right? You kind of want to package this up a little bit better. You know, I guess because it is you know, this powder stuff, but it's, you know, you'd want to make sure the lids are tight. You know, but it's again, it kind of meets that criteria. Let's look at some more. This is another one. I just pulled this. This is just random stuff. So this is a wood interior threshold. I'm not really sure what it is. I just use that software to find items that are popular and list them. But it looks like, so it looks like on the floor, on people's homes, it's this thing that goes right here that's kind of like a nice separator between one room and another room. That looks like that's what this is, just from looking at pictures of the customers. Are you guys kind of seeing a theme? I wanted to show you a bunch of these items so you could kind of see a theme. What does this have in common? It is easy to ship. You can put it in the box, drop it off at the customer's house. Probably not going to break. I don't like to sell items that have a high chance of returning. Like I don't sell any clothes, because what if they get the item and it's the wrong size? Clothes could dramatically increase the returns. I'm not saying you shouldn't sell clothes. I'm just saying what I do. It's, you know, look at this. I mean, it's generally not going to be damaged during shipping. The problems are going to be low. So now this is another one, and I'll show you this item on Amazon too. I don't know what this is, right? But it's a popular item. It's a popular item right here. And you guys can see the price difference, right? This is $183. Shipped and sold by Walmart, which we like. This has free shipping. It's a heavy-duty water pressure pump. Now, even though it's kind of I'm not really too familiar with heavy-duty water pressure pumps, but it kind of meets the same thing. Probably not going to break during shipment. Probably going to be able to put it in a box and get it shipped. Probably if you got to do returns, it's probably going to be a painless return. Pretty easy. This is good. And this is the item on Amazon. And you can see the price difference, right? This is $183. This is $223, right? And people are drop shipping this. We could look right here. Pretty much all these people are drop shipping this. Right? Absolutely fine. You guys hear me talk about rugs a lot. I sell a fair amount of rugs. This item right here is, this is a carpet, right? So this item right here, and it's the same thing. Easy to ship, no real issues. Probably not going to get damaged if the shipping company kind of throws the package around. It's not made out of it's a carpet, guys. It's, you know, pretty heavy duty. This is $115 on Home Depot. And right here, $146 on Amazon. And we could look at the other people, right? It's, you know, a lot of people have dropped, you know, my guess is, right, maybe one of these guys has a warehouse, but, you know, my 9.9%, all these people are drop shipping. Drop shipping, guys. So that's it, guys. That kind of concludes this video. Show you guys 6 different products. I wanted to show you guys 6 different products that I'm drop shipping, so you can kind of get a general idea of and kind of see different themes that they have in common.